largely as a consequence of the support and the coordinating strategies that we've had as parties. But the continued vote of faith that the Kenyan people have continued to extend to President William Ruto, vote of confidence and his government and the programs are demonstrated of the impact that the UDA party has and the broad-based government beyond the kind of propaganda, negative ethnicity, bile that we experience in the social media, bile from elected leaders who are expected to have a greater sense of decorum and restraint, leaders who call themselves a bunch of opposition leaders whose only recipe is to incite ethnic violence, ethnic animosity, bring up ethnic emotions, mobilize ethnically. People who on this competitive age, when an election is in a corner within the various tribal regions. For instance, our brother Kalonzo Musyoka, we only hear of him and his watermelon party when it is in Kambani, in chess camps, when he has a bit of votes there. Others will only compete when it's in BC, and others are just coming because they think they enjoy a relative age of ethnic emotions in Okalau. But I know the people are wiser, and we are humbled that the continued vote of faith that is always extended to us, that the people of Kenya in demonstrating that the UDA party, the broad-based government, is the party in coalition of choice, and the fact that we continue every day to do whatever it is to be able to propel the country forward. I think a lot of what you see sometimes, I would have to belabor it, is a campaign incited by hatred by a couple of leaders. I was once, those of you who know me from the student leader days, I endeavor to that extent possible keep those values of democratic socialism, state interventions to ensure that there is affordable health and good quality health, affordable housing, dignity, which is delivered by Kenya Kwanza government. Rather than people congratulating William Ruto for this extraordinary feat, a revolution without firing a bullet, they continue to want to return us back to the status quo as it was. William Ruto has only succeeded in a national front. President William Ruto succeeded even in the international front. His convening power, his authority, globally, repositioning Kenyans, including Monica Juma, who probably is one of the highest ranking Kenyans in international organizations and international systems. The convening power of mobilizing 35 heads of states from all of Africa to come and discuss the destiny of Africa. The cutting edge ideas about using our African capital for African development. Rather than being congratulated for that, I had people calling him all manners of names. You know, I gave you my little background. My little knowledge in African, Pan-African transformation would hardly locate either Uhuru Kenyatta or his father as any iota of measure as liberators or Pan-Africanists. Mtu leo anakwambia William Ruto is a puppet. I think the Kenyatta's were revolutionary. Then there is no revolution when it comes to power and takes over the country for the benefit of a few, and leaving out sons and daughters of freedom fighters in generations to come to squalor. That's the kind of political and social architecture we have been reorganizing great commitment and great courage. Or to think that 35 African leaders will just stood here because somebody is a puppet is showing that BDT bug of deceit and foolishness bites a lot of people in the measure, and has turned a lot of us to thinking like him. A relic of colonial legacy was a DC, a Brazilian patient. So these are the kind of things that today we come with great courage, because the great confidence that people of Kenya send it to the UJ party to tell you that we will soldier, we believe the Ogalao that got reached in the last election we have to have by losing one of our own. The next election, the general elections of 2027, and I'm confident that we will replace the emotions with performance, the ethnic organization with a program agenda. We will go back to the people of Kenya to account to every measure of commitment we made and the extent of delivery, the strides that have been undertaken. Therefore, I am extremely energized. I have had a practice to address the media after every by-election. That's why I postponed my travel to Naivasha this morning, so that I can also have an interactive session with you. You can ask questions about any place that you want, and give any matter that you need further clarification, including contemporary matters. And we as a party are humbled and grateful to the people of Kenya. By the way, a significant number of young people have been showing interest in voting to polling centers and going to vote. Yesterday, more particularly, we were very keen to see the turnout by young people. It is a statement that young people cannot choose an option, or a position that has a watermelon, a retired space deal, or somebody who was dumping Kenyans in Ribayal, can be by any measure a replacement to a government that has demonstrated shown its ability to undertake and surmount all the challenges we've had to face time and again. Thank you to the people of Murari here. We are humbled by the strong gesture of support. Thank you to the great people and the good people of Borrowwood, to the great people, the good people of Englewood, all the three electoral units where our candidate, David Kipsang, is there. Dollarline, Maj Victorious, and Murari Daniel Nolodinian, Maj Victorious in Borrowwood, and Endo and the Festus Oriel Block, and Maj Victorious in Englewood in Maracot East. And for that, special grateful. And we want to also thank the party leader, the deputy party leader, for the extended hand of support. Maybe in the same vein, also congratulate him. I would say everybody who decided otherwise for hosting a more successful African Forward Summit, for hosting it with Emmanuel Macron. I want to thank a kind of revolutionary dogma and revolutionary thoughts he's been able to practice in the African systems. When you hear of the Dangote investment, for instance, today Africa produces 10 million barrels of petrol a day. Africa's consumption is 4.5 million barrels of petrol a day. But the African refineries, the Dangote refineries only refine 650,000 barrels a day. We export our oil to other countries, which is refined and brought back. So the idea that Dangote will be setting up his refinery somewhere in East Africa, in Vietnam, is to aggregate Africa's refining of crude oil explorations is an extraordinary statement.